These conference championship games, man. Why did they have to be such letdowns? These were horrible. All the way around, just, lack of entertainment. I was not a fan of either of these games. I was very bored watching these. But I don't even know. I don't really have a lot to say, to be honest. But Super Bowl 57. This is going to be hopefully a very entertaining game. I'm going to be the biggest Eagles fan. Come the 12th. Fly, Eagles, fly. But we're going to get into the conference championship games before that. So, this isn't going to be a long video. I'll tell you that right now. These were really bad, lackluster, not a lot to go over type games. But, yeah. We'll power through it. We will power through it. So we're going to go, like I said, I don't even remember what games were first. I'm recording this like a week and a half later, so yeah. Bear with me here. So this game would have been 10,000 times more entertaining, obviously, if Brock Purdy didn't get hurt. Messed up his elbow pretty bad. I believe it was one of the I don't know, something in the elbow. It's not a easy injury to recover from. It's a very easy injury that can happen, that surprisingly doesn't happen as often as you think. But it's unfortunate, and then Josh Johnson comes in, everyone's thinking maybe he's going to do something. He doesn't do nothing and ends up getting hurt. So, the 49ers are just running these little option plays or running plays. There's like nothing to run. Your playbook becomes very limited when you can't throw it. So, what do the Eagles do? They load up the box. 4 D tackles. They put 2 D tackles, 2 defensive ends, 3 linebackers, safeties. They're not going to throw the ball. They're just going to run it. So you got to put your physical guys up there. This game, it was, as soon as he went out, you knew what was going to happen because there's nothing further that the 49ers could have done. Super unfortunate. I feel like if Brock Purdy would have played, this game would have been a lot closer, obviously. But I still would have had the Eagles winning. Eagles weren't really moving the ball, but neither were the 49ers. I feel like a lot of the star players in this game didn't really have, great games. The box stats don't really give it justice because there was nothing really to go over. But it's hard to say, it's hard to go over this game. There's nothing that happened. Brock Purdy went out. Josh Johnson gets hurt. Eagles play super, blitz type defense and, score on the offensive side. Nothing else the 49ers really could have done here. Unfortunately, that's pretty much all you can talk about in this game. Eagles luckily got away with one. It was like a easiest win the Eagles, I feel like, or any conference championship team has ever gotten. But we'll see what they do against the Chiefs. Obviously they're going to have a lot more trouble. But Eagles are going to be well rested. A lot of the starters didn't even really play the last quarter, you know what I mean? So they're going to be fresh, hopefully. But the fact that the 49ers' only highlight from this game was, Trent Williams just chunking one of the Eagles players during a little fight that they had. But yeah, nothing to go over this game. Highly disappointing. Not how anyone wanted this game to go, but what can you do? Next, we're going to go over just the... Why did the Bengals have to just let everyone down? Why? Why did they have to do... It's so annoying. Joe Burrow played horrible this game. He did. 2 really bad picks. I feel like he was just not moving well in the pocket, getting over-intimidated. But the O-line for the Bengals really lost them this game. They could not stop Chris Jones. They were putting Chris Jones up against tight ends, chip blocks. Just horrible play by the offensive line. Just letting them basically do whatever they want. It was really pathetic to see. But, yeah. The defense for the Bengals, I feel like we're just letting the Chiefs get these easy chunk plays. I felt like the Chiefs were getting almost 6-7 yards of play. They couldn't stop Travis Kelce. Travis Kelce is one of the easiest tight ends, I think, in the NFL to guard. He's jogging his routes. Literally jogs his routes. If you watch Travis Kelce highlights, he's running his route and he's wide open by like 20 yards because of all the motions and just routes that the Chiefs do on the offensive side. It messes with the defense, so someone's always open. And most of the time it's Travis Kelce, because it's like the linebackers or safeties like, are you going to go with him? Are you going? And then no one ends up going. Travis Kelce wide open. Look up Travis Kelce highlights this season. Half of his highlights, he's just wide open. And you're probably saying, oh, well, he's probably just a really good route runner. No. He's just wide open because of how good the scheme the Chiefs run on the offensive side. Travis Kelce is an average tight end. Average. And people put him as the greatest tight end of all time, which makes no sense. They just couldn't stop this offensive plan that the Chiefs had. They were just ready to go. They really were. The secondary for the Bengals. If the Bengals would have won this game, the Bengals, I think, would have got blown out by the Eagles. The Eagles may not have punted in the Super Bowl if they would have played the Bengals. This secondary would not have stood a chance against the Eagles' offensive weapons. I'm really excited to see what the Eagles can do against this Chiefs secondary, because I know that they're missing one person. They're missing one guy, because you got A.J. Brown, you got Devontae Smith, you got Dallas Goedert. You got to have 3 good people to cover, not including, you're going to have Miles Sanders back there. You got Jalen Hurts, wondering if he's going to run with an amazing offensive line. This offensive line knows they're good. And they also know, you know what? Let's get back to this game. They couldn't stop Valdez Scantling. This Bengals secondary was getting lit up all day. Penalties were just incredible this game. I mean, 9 penalties? Really? 9 penalties? The refs they were calling every little thing on the Bengals. All 9 of those penalties, I think maybe 8, no, at least 7 were just like, what? So many holding penalties, roughing the passer penalties that were not called on the Chiefs this game. I don't know what staff of refs they had this game, but it was horrible. Just horrible. I hope they never ref a playoff type game ever again, because this staff was just downright pathetic to watch. This game, I mean, the Bengals had it. They did. They easily had it. This offensive line, stupid penalties being thrown, defense not being able to stop their scheme. I mean, they had multiple opportunities, and they just failed at every given one. Really disappointed. The Bengals let us down. And now we got to watch a Patrick Mahomes Super Bowl. It sucks, you know. It sucks. It's something I didn't want to see. But we're stuck with it. We're absolutely stuck with it. And we have nothing that we can do to get rid of it. We made it. We did. We made it to the Super Bowl. And is this the teams that y'all had going all the way? Because I didn't. The beginning of the year, I didn't think the Chiefs were going to go to the playoffs. I thought the Raiders, Chargers, and us were going to be a lot better. Chargers at least made it. You know, I don't even want to talk about our season. Raiders, I don't know what happened with them. Didn't really care. But the NFC, definitely a big surprise, in my opinion. I had, the beginning of the year, I didn't know who was going to go to the Super Bowl. There was a couple teams that came to mind. You had the Rams, Eagles, Bucks. The Cowboys looked really hot in the beginning of the season. Those were the only teams that really, kind of stood like, I guess, a threat, if that makes sense. But I don't know, man. This is going to be a close game. It has to be. It looks like this is going to be a high-scoring game. When the Eagles went and won the playoffs against the Patriots, I believe in Super Bowl 52, that was one of the best Super Bowls ever. That's like a top 5 Super Bowl. Super entertaining, high scoring, back and forth, big plays. It was just a great game. And I feel like this could be Part 2. The Eagles need to stay composed and not make stupid mistakes. They need to play smart, play effective, play to their strengths. If they do that, they can most likely blow out the Chiefs. If they don't do that, Chiefs are going to just run away with this. This is going to be a blowout for either team or a down to the wire game. I mean, that's it. It's not going to be, they just beat them by a couple, by 10 points or so. No, this is going to be down to like 1 to 3 point differential, or one of these teams is going to blow out the other one. But yeah, my prediction, going with the Eagles, man. Fly, Eagles, fly. I feel like the Eagles, and I'm not just saying the Eagles because I hate the Chiefs. I really do feel that the Eagles are a more complete team than the Chiefs. They have a better run game. They have a better offensive line. I do believe they have a better defensive line. They have a better secondary. They have a better... special teams is equal. Mahomes, he's a little bit better than Jalen Hurts. Not by a lot. Just a little bit. And, Travis Kelce, Dallas Goedert, they're about the same skill set. Same skill-wise, you know what I mean? The biggest advantage that the Chiefs have over the Eagles is Andy Reid. Andy Reid is going to put together a master plan. If it fails, Eagles are going to just take this home. I'm nervous. I really am. I don't want to see the Chiefs in another Super Bowl winning. I would love to see them lose at least. But God, I hope the Eagles win. Just please end the year off, end the season strong for us in the AFC. Please. Let me know who y'all got, why y'all got them. Like I said, the Eagles have more advantages. They have better receivers. Tight ends, same skill set. They have a better offensive line, better defensive line, better secondary. Special teams is equal. Patrick Mahomes has the slight edge over Jalen Hurts. You got Patrick Mahomes with the slight edge, and you got Andy Reid. Those are the two only advantages that the Chiefs have. Just bring it home. Send them home. Send all of the bandwagon, annoying Chiefs fans home. Please. As I'm recording this, it is February 9th. Well, it's 12 o'clock, so February 10th. But I'm going to just say the 9th. This was the night where they're giving out the awards for this season. You have the MVP. They gave it to Patrick Mahomes. How they didn't give it to Jalen Hurts makes no sense. Speechless. Just completely speechless. Jalen Hurts meant so much more to the Eagles this season than Patrick Mahomes did for the Chiefs this season. When Jalen Hurts got hurt, they lost those games. They lost one game this season with Jalen Hurts starting. I believe only one game. Oh, man. It was sad. I don't know how they give the MVP to Patrick Mahomes this season. It makes no sense. Hopefully the MVP curse is true on Sunday, because ball don't lie. And this man deserved it. They gave Comeback Player of the Year to Geno Smith. How it's not Saquon Barkley makes no sense. Sauce Gardner got Defensive Rookie of the Year. How it wasn't the Lions defensive end makes no sense. Sauce Gardner is just an okay average cornerback who gets away with a lot of holding penalties, a lot of pass interference. He gets smoked a lot of times if he doesn't do those things. I'm not saying he's a trash cornerback. He's just average at best right now. And they labeled him as like a top 3 corner. Makes no sense. Walter Payton Man of the Year this year was Dak Prescott. Kind of surprised me, but at the same time, it's hard to say that because I also didn't know what any of the other players that were voted for the nominee, what they did. But I could have swore it was going to be like someone from the AFC. I was a little bit shocked to find out that it was Dak Prescott. But it kind of makes sense because he has a lot of things going on. Different charities and whatnot. But a little bit surprised. Either way, guys, I will see y'all most likely. I don't even know when I'm going to record my next video. I may record it Sunday night, Monday. I don't know. It's going to be my last video of the year. Of the season, not the year, but of the season. I'm not going to do any, training camp, draft, all this stuff. I'm not going to do it. Because a lot of people are going to be posting a lot of stuff. And I don't want to get all into the free agency talk, rumors. Shout out to Sean Payton, though. I don't want to get into all that. I'm just here for when it's go time. That's when I'm ready. I will say, though, I think I'm going to start the next video again, like after the Super Bowl, probably after the last preseason game, before week 1. That's probably going to be my first video. Just kind of get a little preview of the season, each team, what they look like, and then get straight into week 1. But, that's way down the line. Hopefully I'm going to have a new laptop by then. If I don't, then I'm probably just going to get a computer. I'm going to get a better webcam. This is just the camera on my laptop, so it's pretty trash. Gets the job done, though. I'm excited. Hopefully everyone has a good weekend. They need to make Monday a holiday, man. But hopefully everyone has a fun Super Bowl weekend. Eat a bunch of food. And watch these Eagles do work. I will see y'all either sometime next week. I'll see y'all. Deuces.